Hello guys, Deb here with Art and Grace. Come on in. Happy Monday to you. Getting this pulled up so I can see your comments and all the things. Let's see, and I hope you have a good view. I don't know yet till I get this pulled up. It is sideways. What the heck? What the heck? Okay, let's see. Bear with me a second. Hold on. Let's see. Interesting. Okay. I've never put my phone this way before. And it's showing upside down. I put it the way I always do. I'm sorry if this is making you dizzy. This is really odd. Okay, let me know if you can see this normally, because this is definitely not how I've ever had my phone before. But it's telling me to turn it this way. Goodness sakes. Okay. Hi, Cheryl. Hey, Janice. Good morning to you guys, or afternoon, depending on where you are. Hey, Carol and Deb and Tina and Donna. Hello, hello. So do y'all see this okay? I have never had my phone on landscape live. It just never has let us before. Thank you, Marcia. I hope you're having a good day too. Hi, Liz. Good afternoon. Thank you, Beth, for spreading the love. Goodness, I appreciate that so much. You see it fine. Okay, well, that is crazy. This must be new or new to me, because I have never been able to go landscape like this. So I'm going to have to be sure my desk is clean next time, because this is showing a lot wider view, but that's fine and good, no problem. I'm just really surprised. So, hey, Allison, great to see you live. How are you today? Hello, Carol and Patty Price. Hi, Elizabeth and Esther. Tammy, thank you. I'm glad it looks good. You can hear okay too. Hi, Tina. Sydney, hello. I'm so glad y'all are popping in. I'm sorry if I've missed anybody. Come back through. Hi, Kimberly. We're going to do some fun. We're going to continue with this Christmas in July theme this week, because I did it last year and it's a lot of fun, because it gives you guys ideas that you can do. And I always figure, if you're like me, it's good to see it early, and then you can either get the supplies or just have ideas, because if we wait too long, it's going to be too late, right? So let's go ahead and get some ideas going. You can see it, but the chat box is taking up. Isn't that weird? Yeah, this is very different for me. I don't know, guys. Y'all have to let me know if anybody has any insights on this. I don't know. Thank you for the stars, Laveda. How sweet of you. Never expected, ladies. Never. Hi, Teresa. Good afternoon. Did you ever get in the VIP group? I've sent, okay, so anybody who has joined in this last week, if you were on the wait list, you got an email to join if you'd like to. So if for any reason you were on the wait list and you didn't get the email, just message me if you still want in, because I did notice that quite a few never got their or never saw their email. They didn't open it or anything. So they're, you know, a lot of times, look how much I put out here. That is way too much. A lot of times those things go to junk or promos, and people don't even know they got it. So let me know. But anyway, if you have joined the VIP group, then we just need to get you in there. So like I said, the email went out, but you may not have got it. So just message me and I will get you the link to get in. This is just a little wood round that I love using for ornaments, because it's a good size. It's like 5 inches, and you know, I don't want them too tiny, but it's not too big either. Or you could just hang it somewhere that you need a little something. And I'm just using blue with some white. This is Blue Harbor, and it's a really pretty light blue. Thank you, Christy. Oh, you didn't, Kimberly? Okay. Just anybody message me. I will be happy to get it for you. I'll be happy to get you in the group if you need in, you know, or want in. Just let me know. No big. It just closed last night at midnight, so let me know today. But anyway, I've already put my multi-purpose sealer down and let that dry before I went live. So we are just ready to go on the paint. And I just want to get a nice clean background here. We're going to do a cute little winter owl. And as I paint this, just remember you can do any colors you choose. So, you know, I always say that, but just don't forget that you certainly can. Hi, Christy. No text. Okay, no problem, Teresa. I'll help you when I get off here. Hi, Michelle. We spent the weekend together, didn't we? A lot of us did. It was such a fantastic weekend with the Chuffberry Circle. We all had a blast. All of us creators just talked about how much fun it was and how many great ideas we saw. So, yeah, if you missed it, just get into the Chuffberry Circle group and see what you missed. So on the sides, you know, I'm debating on, I think I'll go ahead and just do the blue. Any color would work. You could do it a solid white. You could leave it brown if you want, but I am going to paint them. So I might as well just bring this over here to the edges and get that painted. Glad y'all are popping in. Oh, you only missed 2? You did better than me. I didn't miss a lot, but I fell asleep on Saturday a few different times, like just cat naps, watching. So don't watch in bed. That's what happens when you're tired and you're watching a video in bed. You might just fall asleep. But I would wake up and it would be on that person's next video, which cracked me up. So I ended up commenting. I was like, "That's really cute," and then I realized, wait, she's not even live. This isn't even. Oh, what happened? You know, it's funny. But hey, it was a nice day of rest and getting a lot of creative ideas. And I say it every year. If you guys have followed me for a while, you hear me say that we're starting early because I never, ever, ever get it all accomplished. I always have more than I want to do, especially handmade cards. We are going to focus on some handmade cards this time because it's just so important to send people, especially like our elderly that are shut in, and they really do really appreciate cards, or sick, anybody who's sick. So I am going to get some handmade cards done this year, and you guys are welcome to do them with me, right? So in the VIP group, we are doing some for our sick friends, and I love that. So it just takes being intentional and kind of making the effort. So we're holding each other accountable. Happened to me? Yes, Diana, right? When you're on a whole different video and you're like, wait a second, this isn't Christmas. Okay. You're not feeling well? I'm so sorry. Well, you needed the rest. And I didn't beat myself up because I needed it too. I agree, Trisha. Everybody did good. If you guys aren't following Trisha with Mimi's Craft Cottage, please do. She's right there in the comments, and you will love her. She is so talented, multi-talented. She does a lot of different things. So check her page out. Well, Leveda's a rock star if she only missed 2. That's really fantastic. You watch Mo? Oh, that's awesome. Yes, good, Esther. That's such a great, and it's a compliment, you know, to all the creatives that gave you something. They love to know that somebody will actually try what they created. So that's great. Okay, so we've got this painted, just a cute little wood round. I did put the multi-purpose sealer down first, which seals my wood and makes it just perfectly ready to take the paint. I'm going to use a round brush. I probably could go a little larger with, I might use that one, this one first, and then that one next. So I'm going to get down some paint for my little owl. I'm going to use a couple of different browns. Well, it's the truth. And I definitely love sharing friends that are kind-hearted and good people, good workers, really, what's the word? Just professional and, I don't know, So yes, I'm happy to share the love. Thanks, Van. Is it Van or Francis? Are you Van and Francis maybe? So you're probably Francis. Let me know. I love this honey brown, and I'm going to get some more. It's just such a pretty color, and I've used this whole bottle. It's the first bottle I had of it, and I'm definitely going to reorder this one. But I've got the honey brown, my chocolate or bittersweet chocolate, and then cinnamon stick. Just want some variety for my owl, so not just one flat color. So I dipped it in the chocolate, and then I'm dipping it in the other two on either side. And then we're just going to start doing our owl. Let me get my bearings. I probably should have done the stump first. Let's do the stump, because he's going to be sitting on a stump. So something like this. Make a little tree trunk here, or stump. You ladies that are in the VIP group, I will make you a tracer when I'm done. And they got the tracer for yesterday's deer. I had so much fun painting that deer. But you guys would not believe the stress I put myself through thinking it was not going to be right or good, or, you know, people weren't going to like it because it was so whimsical and not like the old world style that I was seeing. And boy, I really let my mind freak me out on that, and it was all fine in the end. It doesn't even matter, you know. You do you, and what is your style. And I do want to be respectful though of the event, and I wanted to do something, you know, that they would want. So that's where the anxiety was coming in. But the deer is cute. Thank you. I just loved it. I had so much fun. Special guest tonight, yes, in the VIP group, yes. 6:30 tonight, Cheryl with MNC Treasures is going to be our guest. And I love her and Mike. They are good people. And she is just an excellent crafter. She can make anything. So I know it'll be great, whatever she does. Now, here's what I do wrong. Let me just stop and say this. So here's how it's going to hang on the tree. And do you see how my stump is kind of a little bit off? So I have to watch myself. I've done that before. I'm going to kind of bring this out a little, make it just a little wider so that it is more even. I mean, stumps are all different shapes and sizes, so it's no big deal. But when I make your tracer, I'll be sure and make it correct. Let's see, does that look a little better? I think I have this side kind of winged out too much, but it's okay. Like I said, it'll be okay. Oh, thanks, Esther. It was really fun. I just thought she was the cutest. Yes, you're right, Laveda. You're right. Oh, Kimberly. The VIP group gets all the tracers. I put everyone in there just immediately. We're going to do some more to this trunk to make it look a little more wood-like, but I'm going to let that dry first. So let's start doing our owl. And she's brown too, but like I said, you know, it'll all be cute when we're done. So this is what I'm doing with the dark brown, and then rust and the honey on either side. And we're going to start our little owl. Her shape isn't going to be perfect, you know, for this, but I'll make the tracer correct. But I just think if you'll just start doing some of these paintings in your mixed media book and not worry about them being perfect, that's where the fun and relaxation comes in with art. You know, when we try to be too perfect or do like fine art, that's where I was getting nervous and anxious and like, oh, I'm terrible, I can't do this. And when I, you know, started doing fun art that just made me happy instead of trying to be perfect, boy, it just opens up a whole new world, because, you know, nothing has to be perfect. Let's give her a couple of little wings on either side. Just kind of coming out. Because I'm using a round brush, it's going to kind of make the shapes for me. I'm just using the point of it down here to kind of bring it like that. She's got some long arms, and that's okay. I like funky little, you know, I don't like things that look perfect. I really do enjoy doing kind of some funky stuff. Hi, Marie. How are you today? No, we just started. We haven't done much. Putting on a tracer with a hole for the hanger. Yes, that's smart. Good idea, Christy. That's a great tip. Christy's a pro. She's been doing this a long time, and her parents were both artistic. Hi, Carol. That's okay to be late. I'm just glad when y'all come. Hey, Linda. We'll get you in there, Kimberly. No worries. And you haven't missed anything. Well, everything's in there. Replays are always available. So we'll get you in. Now I'm just going to kind of come back and I got good coverage, but I'm going to thicken up and just give this little guy or girl, she's going to be a girl, a little better coverage here. But I like her to have kind of the different streaky looks. That's why I put the different colors on my brush at the same time. So like so. So while that is drying, we'll go down here and do a little more with our wood. Let me get out a little white. Yeah, we've all messed up a few. That's how we know exactly. Hi, Dana. Are you at work, sister? I think it's so funny when y'all pop in when you're at work, because I used to do the same thing. I mean, work is so hard and can be so exhausting. So take little micro breaks, pop in, say hi, talk to your friends for a minute, and then go back. Okay, so we've just got some brown. I'm taking a little bit of white on the very tip of my round brush. In fact, I'm taking a little bit off, and I'm just going to put some streaks in here like so. Okay, I'm going to get a little black and do the same thing with the black. Did anybody do anything fun this weekend? Like maybe you were out of town or you had people over. Like, not everybody just got to sit and watch crafts, I'm sure. Life happens and people are busy. So what'd y'all do? So once I get kind of everything on, I'm going to very gently, just with a very light touch, kind of blend it in. Just very lightly though, because I like the streaky look. That's what kind of makes it look like wood. Okay. Just like that. Oh, that's so funny, Dana. Love it. We're going to put a little snow on that stump, so let me dry it so I can do that without making our snow all brown. Hi, Tamara. How are you today? What are you up to? Tamara has Tamara's Designs, and she has been making the most unbelievable junk journals you've ever seen. So be sure and follow her. Tamara, tag your page or come back in as your page so people can know how to find you. They are amazing for gifts. And that's another thing. That's why you want to follow people now and get watching, because if you get the idea to do, say, a junk journal, this would be the perfect time to start so that it's done by Christmas. You don't have to. You spent time with your granddaughter. How sweet, Marie. Aw. Man. I'm not going to say I'm not going to say the jealous word, but I'm glad you have some. I am mixing a little bit of this Blue Harbor with what we did on the background with my white. Not a whole lot, but we're going to lighten it up. And we're going to have kind of a base of that blue. So snowy stump. And then we'll have some kind of coming off like so. So just be messy with your brush. Let it kind of trail down a little bit. But see how it's got that blue color. And then I'm going to come right on top with some clean white and just pop that down too. So we've got a little of the blue in the background and gives it that shadow or shading that we need. It would be kind of, it wouldn't be even, so just let it be messy. And there's the snow. You went and stayed with your grandsons the entire week. Aw. Oh no, Dana, bless you. Oh, that is so sad. Oh. Oh. Bless you, Gigi, and I pray you don't get it, because boy, that's That's always my fear when you take care of kids like that are sick. You don't want it. Oh. Okay, I'm going to take that brown, mix a little white, and lighten this up, and then I may add some honey to it. Let me just get this color and see. Yep, it gets way too, I don't know, ashy for me, so I'm going to add a little honey and warm it up, and we're going to make a background color for her eyes. This won't show, this won't matter too much. So also I do need to kind of figure out where her hat's going to go, so let's give her a toboggan kind of hat, or I don't know, a beanie, something like that. So maybe like that. So let's do her eyes kind of right under that, and I'm just going to do a couple of circles. Probably going to make them a little elongated. And I always say, when you're, somebody will say, oh, I can't believe you're just freehanding that. But look at what it is. It's just shapes. So we're doing circles and ovals, nothing hard. You can do it. Okay, so there's the background for her eyes. They are back to normal. Good. Oh, really? You're going to get a storm? It is sunny. Well, we have some clouds, but it's pretty here. Oh, thanks, Maria. I don't know about that. See, I can already tell this one's thicker. I was just sitting there thinking, well, that's not perfect. But, like I said, it doesn't have to be. But, you just do your best, and it's fine, because that's what makes these little paintings cute and gives them character, is they'll look a little wonky in ways, and you're like, oh, that's cute. It's kind of endearing. So for the nose, I'm going to do a little antique gold, and we will also do her little toenails in this gold. And you can use a smaller brush than this, but while I've got it, I'm going to use it and just make a little triangle between those two eyes. And then a couple of, oops, that's too much. And then we're going to do 3 little toes on either side. So just toe, 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 like so. Okay. Want to do her some feathers. Wonky adds personality 100%. Exactly, Tina. Yes. And I always say, if you guys have kids or grandkids that, that you can teach how to do some of these things, then use that as an opportunity to teach them. So say, if your little child has has glasses, put some glasses on your owl. If they have braces, put some braces, and show them that not everything has to be perfect, and what society says is perfect is silly. God makes us each unique and the way He wants us, perfect in His image. So you can use these kind of little simple paintings to even teach a lesson to your kiddos. I'm going to make this little beanie a little puffy right there. It's not going to be white. I just am using white to kind of get a base and kind of get my design down, what I want it to look like. And then I'm going to do a scarf, so I'm probably also going to do that in white. If you'll do, kind of a base in white like I'm doing, it also helps your paint to be even. If I hadn't done this where the owl's head was, it would have been kind of hard to get good coverage there. So, of course, if you're in the group, you'll get the tracer and you won't have to do it this way. You can just do what's in the tracer. Very cute. Aw, well, I'm glad you said hi, Vicki. Thank you. Because we do love to know if people are actually watching, and unless you say hi, we just don't know who's there. So glad you did. Just give it a little puff right there. And then she'll have on a little scarf. Let me think here. Do I want it to cover? Is it going to come under her arms? It would go around them, right? So let's give her a scarf all around her wing here, and then come down under her nose and back up like that. This will be a little sweater scarf or something. And I did just cover her nose. I'll uncover it in a second. And then we can have it hang down like so. Oh, I see hearts. Thank you, guys. Facebook likes that, you know. That tells them that y'all like what you're seeing. So that's why you'll hear a lot of creators say that. Thank you for the hearts, or can I get some hearts? That's why, because if people leave, you know, and because sometimes I see my numbers go down, and that's what's bad. We don't want that, because that tells Facebook that, hey, this lady's boring. We don't like her. And so then they don't show us to anybody else if people do that. So we love for y'all to stay, but I certainly know that this is part of it, that not everybody can just sit and watch all day, every day. Oh, I just keep getting either too much or too little on here. This will all come together. Yeah, we'll have her little nose kind of sticking up over the scarf. Let's give her some eyes. Hi, Helen. Glad you're here. Helen's one of our new VIPs. Hey, Lisa. That's okay. Glad you're here. Oh, Tamara, I don't know about that. Thank you, Anne, for sprinkling. I appreciate it. Hi, Monica. Come in as your business if you'd like. I'd love for people to follow you, dear. Okay, so for the eyes, let's do, one thing I like to do around the eyes, I'm trying to think what color I want to use. Let's mix a couple. Let's mix this and see what we get with the gold. Maybe we'll add a little white if we need it. I like to just use what I have on my palette to get a kind of a different color. That's actually pretty. And we will do little, you know, lines all around the little eyes. You can use a detail brush, but this is a pretty small little brush, so it works. Okay, let's do our little black circles. It's really easy to mess up eyes. That's why tracers are nice. I'll admit, that's why the tracers help everybody so much, is you don't have to try to make a good oval 2 times and make a match, because it's hard to get them to match sometimes. Let me step back and take a look. Well, guys, thank y'all for the hearts. Oh, Becca, you're so sweet. Thank you. I'll just keep playing with them until they somewhat match and I'm happy with them. I think that's pretty fair. Like I said, they don't have to be perfect. Oh, thanks, Michelle. It's fun to see something go from like a blank to having a little character and some personality. Let's do our hat while we let those eyes dry. And I probably need to lighten up the little owl with some feathers. So let me do that while we're here. I'm going to use a round brush. This may be too big. Let me just take a peek and see how big this is going to be. Yeah, that's too big. Let me find, this is a better one. This is probably best. Okay. So let's use this honey brown for some feathers. I think I'm going to mix some white with it. Oh, I forget y'all have a side view this time so you can really see me mix. I think I want a little more color than that. Oh, Estelle, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Y'all are awesome. I'm just glad y'all are here, and happy Monday to everybody. Okay, so let's do some feathers. You can just use your brush to kind of make some, this little marks. You're letting the brush do the work. Just tap it down like so. Give it a little highlight. And then I'm going to come back in and lighten it up even more. Put a lot of white with this color and get a little bit that's lighter and give it a second highlight on top of what I just did. Okay. Thank you, Tracy. How are you today? Thank you, Diana. Okay, let's finish her eyes. Let's put some white. I need to get some clean white and a small brush. We're going to go to a little detail brush for her eyes. I do have my favorite brushes like these and the Delgado. I bought these for watercolor, but I love them for acrylics. So, you can just see what works. But both of these sets of brushes are about $10 each. They're in my Amazon storefront, which you can get to by clicking the link at the bottom that says Art Grace Paint. That's my website. And you can, easily find them that way. So I'm going to give her some white part of her eye here. I'm going to try to leave a little tiny bit of black and then just bring that white right up to the edge. You can always use a paint marker for this part. When you're doing little details, if it's too hard to hold, maybe you shake or have a shaky hand, you can use a paint marker, and that sometimes helps. But I've got my arm sitting on my desk. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that is the best way to stabilize yourself, is have that arm either flat on your desk or like this, like have it stabilized. I don't know if y'all can see that. Have it stabilized by something, and that will help you if you shake. I know, isn't it, Christy? Have you, Tracy? Oh, well, I'm glad you're taking a break with me. So what are you organizing things back up? Because I know y'all probably had tons of shells and all kinds of things left. Girl, we need to make some Christmas trees with those shells. Okay, so there's the white part of her eye. I'm going to put a little of this. For some reason, I've been loving using this tropical blue for an eye. So I'm going to put some of that, give her a little blue eye. So we're going to try to get that just on the point of this brush and come right alongside that white. I'll hold this up in 1 second so y'all can see a little better. And then a little white dot. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Monica. Do we have a stars party or something? Appreciate y'all. And then we'll give her a little, you know, something in the eye there. You can always do two. Sometimes I do two. I don't really like that though. I think I like just the one covered up. We definitely have to give her some lashes. So let's do lashes. Oh, stars party. I listed lots for sale. Ooh, ooh, Tracy, girl, I need to get some. I'm sure you could sell it as a bulk for other people doing weddings, right? Just going to give her a few little fluttery lashes coming out from the side. Like so. Now let me hold this up. I know her hat and scarf look funny, but we will get those painted next. Can y'all see? See, I can't even tell where my... This is so different the way I've got my camera today. Is that better? I don't know. There we go. Maybe that's right. Let's do her hat. You know it's going to be pink, but you could do red, you could do plaid, you know, whatever you want to do. That's probably too big. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm going to go into this royal fuchsia that I love and just tap down a little white too and paint this little hat in. And if I can avoid over painting, then you'll have the little streakiness. It's okay though if you don't. You can always add it, you know, later. So no big deal. A lot of times it's easier to just get a base coat down of your pink and then go back with a little pink and white on top of it. Hey, Kim Marie, how are you today? Hi, Lynn. Thank you. Thanks, Allison. Thank you, Rennie. How are you today? Love seeing you guys. Oh, she's cute looking out. Her little eyes. Don't y'all think that gives her personality? Thanks, Lisa. We're going to put something on her hat, too. We'll put a little puffy ball, you know. Just taking a look and see what she needs. You can really have fun with details once you get this little guy or girl done. You could do a set of them. If you have grandkids, you could paint one for each grandchild and use their favorite colors. Or, you know, if one has glasses, make glasses on one. If somebody has, you know, a certain football team they love, then make the colors that team. You know, you can really do it cute. So what I mean about, you know, if it's easier just to get the pink down, then go back with your pink and just a touch of white and just kind of add some in to get that little highlight. So I want it to be the darkest kind of right here where this is underneath that one. So I'm kind of darkening that up, and then it can have the highlights down further. So let's give her a little pom-pom or something. I'm trying to think. I guess a pom-pom would be good. See this, y'all? She's a little wonky because that's how it's going to hang. So that's okay though. This is really kind of my practice one anyway. We'll put it on this side, kind of over here. Doesn't have to be in the center, just where, you know, like, you can be different. Put it off to the side if you want. Just coming out from the center. And then let's give her a little piece of holly. You do, Candy? There's a lot of people that collect owls. This is royal fuchsia, the pink color, and then just some white with it. Then where's my little tiny, let's do a little bit of holly. This is actually called holly green, so you know it's perfect. Ooh, 73 kids is awesome. That's a big group. You're doing crafts for all 73? Wow. What did y'all do? What craft did y'all do last night? So let's put some holly on her hat. Let's see if that pink is pretty dry. See if we can do it. Thank y'all for the hearts. I can see them in my peripheral vision going. Good. Let's tell Facebook. I'm getting close to 16,000, but it's been a long time coming. Boy, Facebook isn't helpful. Hasn't been really putting me out there. Okay. Then we can have a little bit of fun with some highlights. So let's take a little white. Hero Hotline. Cute. Put some white all across the top of this scarf. Put it down one side. Probably that green is so wet. Let me add a little. I'm going to just put some green and white together and make a little lighter green. Try to give that a highlight with that. And then let's tell you what, let's get a darker color here for the berries and put a few berries. I'm going to use kind of a deep burgundy. I started to say a brick red, but deep burgundy is what this is. Two tiny scarlet. Yes, and we think alike. Yes, ma'am. How are you today? Yes. Great minds think alike, right? I'm going to mix a little of that with my pink and use that to kind of bring out some of her pom-pom. So kind of make that a little pinker than it is, and we'll use that. That's a really pretty kind of mulberry color, isn't it? Is it mulberry that I'm trying to say? So we'll just kind of give that a little something, something. Can use that same color and come in here and bring a little shading down to the bottom of the hat too. Oh, thank you, Maria. My kids got that for me, and I love it too. Okay. Let's see. What else does she need? Nose highlight, maybe? A little white. We can use that white and just do a thin one along here. I think I'm going to actually highlight her eyelashes if I can, so you can just barely see them. I'm going to take a little white and some black and make like a light gray. Thank you, Katrina. Hi, Carol. Hi, Gloria. How are you today, hon? I feel so bad for Gloria. I don't want to say it because you might be doing better. But she had a sad thing the other day. But I don't want to make her sad again. Just lightly kind of go over those eyelashes to highlight them a little. Let me hold this up. Now we can definitely have it snow. You know, we could put some snow dots on it. Y'all see okay? Her wee feet, yes. Should we put a highlight? Hey, Teresa. Thank you, guys. I'm so glad y'all like her. She came right along, didn't she? We just started with a little wood nothing, and I'll show you what else is kind of helpful to use on little things like this. Is a micron pen. Okay, bye, Allison. I'm glad you were here. Sometimes I'll use a micron pen on small things like this, or even paintings. Just depends on what it is. And grab it. Did I actually put them back? You'll hear me rummaging through my drawer. Oh, there they are. Look, don't use. I have these. See, I'm missing one. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm not going to blame anybody because it's here. It's here. Where is it? There it is. I have to mark them all up so that they don't get stolen. People in this house. I've already lost a pair of scissors this weekend. Should you put a fold over the knot on top of the scarf where it's tied? Yes. I don't know why I had that coming under, but you're right. It would go over, wouldn't it? It would kind of go over the top. Yep. So it would kind of come over right there, right? Is that right? Is that what you're saying? It'd go over? Is that what you mean? Yes, they work great. I love it. Oh, thanks, Ann. Thanks, Christy. Yeah, let's do some snowflakes. I agree. So snowflakes you can use, if you have an old toothbrush, it works fantastic. Brushes like this will work okay. This is awful big. I might try with this smaller one. But anything that's like a boar's head, is that what it's called? You know, like that rough bristles. And I'll just take a little cup, put a little water, very little because we don't need much for this, and just a tiny bit of white paint. Thanks, Deb. Maybe more than that. Y'all, look at that. I got it all over the brush. I'm going to test this over here first to see. Yeah, that's pretty liquidy. So even though I said not much, I'm going to pour some out and then just add a little more paint. You don't need much water at all. Thank you. We need a name. What should we name her? And then you can either tap it on your fingers like this, and some of those will go down on your painting, or you can just, you know, kind of flick it. Like if you want to do it this way. Ooh, that was a lot. But that's fine. It's a snowstorm, so there we go. That's cute. That's like she is in a snowstorm. I love it. Olivia the owl. Is that not perfect? I love that. And we're praying for a sweet little girl named Olivia. And then if you know, like what I just did, going hog wild with it, I can take a little paint and just, you know, smooth over. If I get too much or don't like where something is located, just smooth it over, remove it, whatever. But it doesn't, you know, I think it's cute. I like having a lot. And yeah, like her eye, I definitely don't need it to, the snow to be in her eye. So we'll cover that. I always say more is more. Now I've got to fix that little blue part. Thank you, Cheryl. Joy's a good one. I like Joy too. I think Joy has got to be it, because that's the whole reason we're doing this week. We had so much fun doing some Christmas in July this weekend, and it did bring a lot of joy. So I think Joy is actually the perfect name for her. I definitely want to be one of those creators that brings people joy and tries to look at the positive things in life, because God has blessed us so much. Even though we all have difficulties, you know, you can definitely find the blessings every day. What do y'all think? Does she need anything, or do I need to remove anything? You can always kind of, like I said, just kind of fix things if you get too much snow. Perfect name, that's right. Let's give those little berries a highlight. See, I know they're not going to want to take it because they're wet, but I'm just going to put a little bit of white kind of across the tops of them. Little bitty highlights can make such a difference in an overall painting. And then, you know, like I said, use your micron pen if you want to add even more kind of fun details. I like to do scribbly with it, so I kind of, you know, nothing fancy, nothing perfect, but just kind of even several lines, you know, like that. What I call scribbly. Your paint needs to be completely dry, so don't do this over any wet parts or it will ruin your micron pen, and I can vouch for that. So don't you think somebody would love to have this little ornament for Christmas? Or your little grandkids each get one. Put the year on the back so that they can keep it forever and show their kids. And who knows, maybe someday when you're gone, their kids will be making one for their kids. You know what I mean? We got to start fun traditions and keep fun things going. And then her little feet, talons, could use a little zhuzhing up. Do y'all like adding the little micron pen to it? See what I mean about being scribbly? It's kind of a great excuse to just let loose and have fun with it. Let me hold this up. Oh, let's do a little bit up here. These micron pens are also in my Amazon store. You know, if you ever see me use something and you're like, now what was that? You can send me a message, but I try to put everything that I really use a lot in my Amazon storefront. Isn't that cute? I like the black. It just kind of finishes it sometimes. So, your first Choose Joy Crafts. Oh, your first at, wait, what does that mean? It reminded me of my first at Choose Joy Crafts and Creations. Oh, is that a page? Okay. Thank you, guys. Well, I'm so glad y'all were here, and this is just number 1 of the week. We will do 4 more. Or 3 more, I'm not sure. I put Wednesday that I don't know. I've got stuff to do on Wednesday, so we'll see. We'll have a few more Christmas ideas for you this week. So Christmas in July. If anybody paints this, let me see it. Be sure and show me. And I will get a tracer into the VIP group. And if you need anything or have any questions, send me a message, guys. But thank you for being here, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your Monday. Bye, guys.